Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. So, Dino Crisis 2 files, we're going to be reading them. Apparently they are 29 files in all. I'm pretty sure there's more than that, but this is the only files that's on the site. And this includes all of the Dino files as well, because you get a file for each dinosaur you encounter. Now, Dino Crisis 2 is my favourite Dino Crisis game. It is a linear run, and you play as two characters, Regina and yeah, kind of forgot the other guy's name, but yeah, the blonde haired guy. It's been a long time since I played it. It's also set in the future, which is now the past. I believe it's set in 2010. Obviously, that was 16 years ago. So we're going to start. Now this is in alphabetical order. Like, this is not in order of game location. So yeah, Allosaurus file. Dino file for Allosaurus. Oh god, we got bloody things popping up all over the place. It's found in the jungle in a dock suspension bridge. Meaning odd lizard. Let me get rid of that. Length 8.5 meters, height 3 meters. Observation report. Anyone who encounters this dinosaur will first feel threatened. Although they are over 8 meters in height, they can easily jump over obstructions which are 2 meters high. They will not let a prey escape from them. Their prey is not limited to herbivores. They also feed on small carnivores. You should look out for the Allosaurus in areas where raptors are present. There have been sightings of the Allosaurus hunting in groups. We figure there's quite a number of them. Combat notes. They always position themselves to face the enemy. This is probably because they have a real hard armor on their heads. Shooting their heads won't really hurt them. Smart way of killing it is to go round to their side and shooting them on the side of their stomachs. However, their quick feet makes it difficult to move to the sides. If this technique is difficult, you have to rely on the weapon with firepower. Like, to be fair, you start with a shot. It's so easy. Like, it's basically unlimited ammo for this game, and you have to, like, you don't find ammunition. Once you kill enemies, you gain combat points, and you use combat points on computer terminals throughout the game. You can recharge your ammo to the fullest. You can buy new guns, you can get upgrades and stuff. It's essentially like a little bit like what Resident Evil Requiem is in a way, but Requiem is a bit more advanced, obviously, because it's new. I can't even pronounce that. It's a bit slow and loading because there's so much wind outside. Composund, I can't even pronounce that. Dino file found in Dino Crisis 2 is found in the research lounge of the research facility. Meaning pretty jaws. Length 1.2 meters, height 0.1 meters. Tiny boy. Commonly known as Compy, their diet consists of mainly insects. They're tiny dinosaurs. They are typically no threat to humans. They move in packs, and their social life revolves around their pack. It is when they start nesting in our research facility is when they became a nuisance. Their eyes appear to be similar to that of birds. We speculate that when they detect small shiny metallic things, it is their behaviour to take it back to their nest. This behaviour has frequently caused problems inside the facility. Combat notes. No real notes has been taken since they do not directly inflict harm onto humans. However, we are thinking of ways to stopping them from stealing small belongings from soldiers. That's the thing, you've only meet them once. You basically have to get a card key to go through this to this other area, and just as you're about to get it, this little dinosaur thing, wherever this is, takes it, and you got to try and lure it and trap it into a into one of the cages, and then it will spit out the card to give to you. That's a bit of an annoying area unless you know what to do. Doctor's papers, time shift. It's found inside the military facility at the medical room. Again, the day has come, January 14th. This is the day when the third energy incident occurred, and we were sent to this time. This is the 10th time this day has come. They've been in the future 10 times. And every time I feel the same, despair. The medical supplies from the medical room has been used up in the very first year. Since then, we have been collecting wild plants to make medicines without knowing its effect. Nevertheless, they have been used to heal wounds of the soldiers, and all we could do was wait for the rescue. Why haven't they come to rescue us? I thought about the question for the past 10 years, and I have come to a conclusion. The time shift or fold is caused by the overdrive of the third energy, but our current level of technology wasn't advanced enough to recover the accident. Years of technological research wouldn't be enough. The time error of 10 or 20 years is insignificant to a time slip of 65 million years, but that error, that time difference could mean anything for us. We should have never have laid our hands on a toy so dangerous. So obviously something happened at the end of like between the first game and the second game. Something bad happened with the third energy, and it caused a rift in time, and basically brought dinosaurs over to their future, and it sent them to the future with the dinosaurs as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a dangerous one. Apparently they've been there for like 10-20 years or something. It's like a very long time. Elevator security code. That loaded up quicker. It is found in the third energy facility walkway 3. It is stored inside a box on a boat which requires a key to open it. I know where this one is. The code for the elevator to the sub-level of the third energy facility changes from every gameplay, so this is different. This is all the codes. Okay. The security code for the elevator to the underwater third energy reactor has been changed. The new code is, and it's like different codes, obviously. It's like different codes for the games. I'm pretty sure Speedrunners has written down all of these codes as like trial and error sort of thing. So yeah, that's basically the code. Giganosaurus file. This can be obtained at the missile silo in the data control room right before you first encounter with this dinosaur. Oh, this is a big fucker, the one that you have to try and defeat at the end of the game. I believe it's the end of the game. Meaning, giant lizard. Length over 20 meters, height over 7 meters. Observation record. There exists a dinosaur that is larger than the T-Rex. Such a rumour spread among the soldiers. The search for it began 3 years ago. There has been no sightings. However, last summer, deep in the jungle, a dead T-Rex was found with huge teeth marks on its throat. The rumour was not going to end just as a rumour, not for a while. Combat notes. There's nothing known about their attacking behaviours. This can mean two things. One, that no such dinosaur exists, or definitely exists because you fight them in the game. Two, that every soldier who encountered it has disappeared without a trace, probably eaten them all. Soldiers who strayed away from the troop, approximately 70% of their bodies has not been found. Judging from this, we cannot ignore the fact that there just may be a gigantic dinosaur who have swallowed our men whole. Anyone who has seen the giant never lives to tell about it. Is it the? Yeah, it is. It's the massive fucker right at the end of the game. I believe you have to deal with it twice, but you have to deal with it properly at the end of the game. Even though technically you don't have to shoot it. It's such an easy boss, but it just grabs you all the time. It's annoying. It stun locks you sometimes unless you're really quick. Where we go? Incarceration of plants. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can I have my thing back, please? Thank you. Oh, is it incineration or incarceration? I mean, it's incarceration, I think. Incineration, I don't know. Found in the control shack at the research facility. From recent reports, it seems that in parts of the jungle near the facility, there has been a sudden outbreak of poisonous plants called PP34. From the body, approximately 30 centimeters in diameter, they continue to sprout poisonous spores. One of our members who inhaled the spores is in an unconscious critical state. For those of you who are on the medicine plant sample collecting team, temporarily stop the sample collecting and set up a team to get rid of the poisonous plants. Use flamethrowers, or flame launchers, for this emergency operation. When doing so, remember, keep your distance from the target. That's the thing, you have to do it with Regina, and you have to get the flamethrower and clear the area. However, there's a lower area which is deadly poison. You need near the end of the game you get a gas mask and then you have to go through that bit. So I can't even pronounce that one either. So all these weird dinosaur names. But this one can be found near the abandoned truck in the City Front Hall Road. Length 3.7 meters, height 1.2 meters. Short bugger. Observation notes, records. Oh, these are the cave dinosaurs. They are annoying to kill, to be fair. The cave route which leads to the city passes through a volcano. 2 years ago, the volcano suddenly started acting up. From about the same time, the four-legged creature began appearing. They seem to favour hot and dark places. We believe that these four-legged creatures were herbivores due to the scarcity of the living organisms in their habitat. But when one of our men was attacked by one of them, we learnt that they were actually omnivores. Although they are slow, we have to find ways to counter them. Combat record. We still have yet to find a way to fight them. Didn't last long then. It's their ultra hard armour which they wear. They don't wear, they grow it on their bodies, they don't wear it. Which makes them so tough. No regular firearm will hurt them. Their jaws are so strong enough to crush even a helmet. The only effective way we know so far, when they attacked, they stand on their hind legs. This is when you could shoot their stomachs. It seems to be their weak point. Currently, a prototype weapon is in the late stages of development. This mine-like weapon, when complete, would flip them on their backs. But we don't know for sure it will really work. That's the thing. So you got the mine gun, the weird mine thrower thing. Yeah, it does knock them back, and you can do it that way. But when I went through the volcano, all I did was basically use the weapon to push them back so I can just get past them. It's I didn't bother killing them. Management of key plates. Don't worry, the DDKs are non-existent in this game. It's found inside the research in military facility in the control room. Let me just check my recordings quick. Yep. This is a notification now all facility keys will be managed in this control room. The colours of the lock terminals corresponds to the colours of the key. Matching the colours of the key and the terminals will release the security lock. Due to security reasons, you can only be removed one key at a time. Also, the key's electronic information is reprogrammed each week. For this reason, always return the key to the key control system after use. This is like really early in the game. Manager's diary, mechanics. This file is recovered from the third energy control room. This is right at the end of the game. June 2nd, 10:30 PM. Tomorrow afternoon, 2 mechanics are coming to this facility from Edward City. It is time for the annual maintenance check of the third energy reactor. This will be the 9th time. The instant something happens to the underwater reactor, that is when all lifelines will be cut off to us. Again, all we can do is pray that nothing will happen. As weird as it may sound, sometimes I feel it will do us all the favour if the reactor just blew up on us. June 3rd at 4 PM. The mechanics who went to the underwater third energy reactor have still not returned. They probably become their lunch. This is a problem. One of the mechanics, Bob, has the key to the entrance of Edward City. To go from this facility to the city, it is critical that we get back that key. I guess there is no real choice but to get in the diving suit and go down myself. I hope I don't become their dinner. In the original script, the manager describes the mechanics as having died at the bottom of the lake, as opposed to simply going to the reactor. That's things like they died to the underwater dinosaurs. What was there? Mechanics note. This file can be found in the sub-level elevator room. To Bob. I heard that you were placed in charge of this area. As a present for your new position, there is a memo. Here is a memo which may come in handy. It's about restarting the power. When you try to initialize the power restarting program, it often stops right. Well, it's due to the malfunctioning of the 3 control terminals. Here are some tips to operate it. When you initialize the program, it quickly overloads and the lamp turns red, right? Well, when that happens, all you need to do is just give it some electric shock with some kind of tool. That should wake the sucker up. Anyways, good luck. See ya, Mike. They're Regina's sections, by the way. She has a stun rod, which you can use it to stun your enemies. It works like a knife, and you basically use it to swipe at the red lights to turn them green. There's only 2 in the game, but the final one's a bit of a dick to get through quick enough, but it is doable. Mission data. The mission data file loads in the player's file by default. Oh wow, we got okay. Oh, okay, so yeah, this is your mission. This is what we want you to do. So yeah, you get this when you load up each game. Priority mission: find leads for the following: survivors of this world, data on the third energy. It's basically all you had to do. Okay, so Mosasaurus file, or Mosasaurus file, I don't know. Found on the table of the third energy control room. River of Mosa lizard, 6 meters, 0.8 meters high. Observation record. Their main diet seems to be the ammonites, which live at the bottom of the waters. Oh, these are the water ones. During breeding season, many of these dinosaurs gather near the facility in search for food. Their claws, which are strong enough to crush even the hardest of shells, are without a doubt a threat to us humans. Even the hardest diver suit will not stand up to the bite. Despite their large size, they are able to swim quickly. Their mobility is extraordinary. Combat notes. The first thing to do is stopping them. Shooting needles is one way, but the most effective way is to blast them with the shockwaves to knock them out. Shockwaving them is especially useful when there are multiple enemies. They like to hide in small places, so you should be cautious near walls where there are holes and openings. Yeah, these are like buggers in the water, because like when you're in the water, you're slow as shit. You're basically like slow walking everywhere, and these fuckers do come up to you quick, so you just got to be on your toes. You do get like specialist weapons when you're in the water though, so you use them to your advantage. Noah's Ark plan. Okay, found inside the Habitat Support Facility in the Superintendent's room. Year 2009. And it's 2026, so this has already happened. It all began in Balzinia, a small republic in the Southern Sea. The first overdrive was the beginning of everything. During transportation, something went wrong, and it resulted in a crack in the time-space which skewed history. Skewed history after the Cretaceous era. To investigate this skewed biological history after the Cretaceous, an extensive experiment was conducted in a global scale. The results devastating. The time skew would take its effect on all living organisms. The Earth's history would change dramatically, and the change would wipe the human race from ever existing. That was the conclusion of the experiment. The plan was to transport the living organisms to the Cretaceous through the time gate to a world with similar environments far into the future. 2009 is far into the future, apparently. After the crisis has passed, the organisms would be returned to their original time. So they've already, obviously it's been a fucking long time since I played this game. They obviously been moved far into the future, but moving them back, it kind of fucked up. We call this a Noah's Ark plan. This was the only plan that would leave any chance for the existence of the human race. We hope that this plan is successful, and we shall declare execution of this plan. WAPP Central Council. Well, it sounds like this was written before they tried it, and obviously it didn't work because the Cretaceous period happened in 2009, and everything fucked up essentially. So yeah, that's actually a really good lore file, by the way. It's like files like that which makes it like worth playing. Observator, fuck knows how you pronounce that properly. It's like dinosaurs. It's found under a body in the city living quarters. Egg robber. Length 2.5, height 1.3. Observation records. Ever since coming to this world, we have encountered many different dinosaurs, but this one is the first one that we thought we could handle easily. But as soon as we learned but soon we learnt we were sadly mistaken. They were equipped with two arsenals. The wind's bloody picking up. I don't know why it's so windy today. One is their sharp beak and the other is their poison. The name egg robber was originally given based on its misconception, but it turns out that they use their beaks to crack the hard shells of eggs, and to protect themselves they have acidic poison. They are well equipped in both offense and defense. Combat notes: you shouldn't stop moving when you fight them. Some will spit poison, some will jump kick you. You will have a better chance of surviving if you continue to move around and attack. Their small size makes them a pain. They scamper and attack in groups. They really get on your nerves. To counter them, a weapon which you can blaze away should do the job. Because you use shotguns. Use the shotguns, like blast them away. So I know exactly. Yeah, these little fuckers, I hate them. They're so like skittish and everything. Pidiosaurus file is found inside the cooling aquatic duct before the elevator. Near lizard. 17 meters. Oh, is this one? There's only one in the game. 17 meters, 3 meters high. Observation record. Our lifeline, the third energy reactor, is located in the lake underwater. Half of the mechanics who go under for preventative maintenance never come back. They probably became bait for that giant thing. They are carnivorous reptiles. With their long necks, they surface their heads to breathe. It's been reported that they have been seen attacking the dons from the water with their long, agile necks. When attacked by them, aim for their heads. They try to pull their prey into the water using their long necks. When you are attacked, the best thing you can do is fire at them. When you counter them in the water, unfortunately, the only thing that can really hurt them is explosive artillery. You also have to be careful of all the strong water current they produce when they swim. It may be wise to avoid fighting them in the water. Yeah, it's these things. You can kill them. You can kill them with the guns that you have at the time. It just takes a while, but most people, like non-speeder runners, kill them anyway, because it just gets in the way. To be fair. When we're going, preventative maintenance is located in the water sewer systems control room. We, as always, will conduct the preventative maintenance by assigning labour tasks. Rob will be in charge of the third energy reactor itself. Alec will be in charge of checking the water circulation system. As in previous years, for the safety of the mechanics, during maintenance work, make sure to close the shutters for the cooling aqueducts. Alec will unplug the plug, which allows of control. For some reason I didn't even see that word there. Of the shutter to keep it until Bob is done checking the reactor. The other day there was an explosion in the water circulation chamber. This explosion caused a crack in one of the concrete columns. One more explosion would have probably destroyed it. Remember to repair that as well. So all hell's about to go loose for that. Okay, another Pretodon file can be found under the wrecked truck at the third energy facility storage space. Winged and toothless. Length 3 meters. Wingspan 6. These are these fucking things. Again, I don't like these. Observation records. They mostly feed on fish. These flying reptiles are typically found near lakesides. They hover and glide over the water searching for fish with tremendous speed. They dive and snatch their prey. Although their diet consists mainly on fish, they also feed on small animals and even on mammals like us humans. Lately, they have started to attack on humans in their facility, trying to fight for their territory. Combat notes. When they are circling above you, it's very hard to shoot them, although they seem to be flying slowly, but in fact they are flying fairly fast. Before they attack their prey, they come and surround you. That's when you should shoot them down. One thing you have to remember is that their skin of armor is thicker than it appears, and if you are too busy trying to shoot one down, the others will attack you off guard. To lessen the chance of this happening, it is important to choose the appropriate weapon. I don't like these. Like, I do shoot some of them, but I mostly just run from them because it's a waste of ammunition. Report on unidentified body. It loads. This file is found in the precision lab. Another dead body of a youth was carried in. As expected, he was not a resident of Edward City. If this is really true, then the only possible conclusion is that he and others must have come in from another time. Could such a thing possibly be? Could such a thing be possible? These past months, youths around the age of 17 and 18 have shown up before us and attacked. Oh, these are talking about them like masked men. I keep thinking that they were like androids and stuff, but they're actually like people. Communications with these youths has not been successful, but rather impossible. Today, we plan to remove one of the bodies out of the preservation liquid and conduct an autopsy. The result of the autopsy will be reported to Colonel Mason, who is dispatched at the Third Energy Facility. Yeah, it's these. It's like these right here. I think like there was like a mystery and it wasn't really explained in the in the game. That's the thing. Researcher's notebook. Found inside the research facility at the research lounge. It's a bit of a longer one now. March 25th. Lately, many of our guys have reported missing belongings, especially smaller items such as hand mirrors and watches. There's some bloody little dinosaurs again. Just the other day, my silver rocket followed the same fate. Shouldn't that be silver locket? There are rumours that it's the handiwork of a tiny dinosaur. It's got a real givey name like Compy or something. April 3rd. Today I heard an interesting story. Crows and other small birds have a particular behaviour of collecting shiny things. That's true, like crows especially, and magpies I believe. It appears that through these compies may have similar behaviours. Come to think of it, all the missing items were all shiny things. They seem to have a lot of similarities with these birds. It could be that they may be their ancestors. We haven't been able to capture any of them since they are so quick on their feet. But if we use their behaviour to our advantage, then maybe. April 6th. We use the cage used for laboratory animals, and we were finally able to capture one of them. We used Alan's bracelet as bait and cornered him in. Cornered the dinosaur in, by the way. Not Alan. The key to capturing is to block all possible escape routes. That's the thing. So each of the rooms has got a hatch to cover the vents that they go through. Basically, like try and lure it into this like one room and basically lock it by locking the hatches, and it will just like should just go in the little prisoner cage. If there's even a small escape route, they will not enter the cage. Our plan is to use the cage to get rid of it as fast as we can. The raptors who eat them for snacks have started to roam around the area. Compies, what a nuisance. There's still 2 more weeks until the general research staff can move into Edward City. Until then, we have to do our best to protect the facility from the dinosaurs. That I did researchers thing, wasn't it? Yes, I did. I did do it. Researchers records can be found within the research facility. The recovery of the time gate seems impossible with the limited instruments. That's a long word. We have in this world. Today is supposed to have been the last hopeful experiment. However, the lack of instruments have stopped us from conducting this experiment. 1 week ago, the transport team led by Lieutenant Wolf was supposed to bring us the instruments for the experiment, but they never arrived. Something must have happened to the military facility. We still haven't been able to establish communication with them. If we still intend to pursue with the experiment, we need to go to the missile silo on the other side of the suspension bridge, but the bridge was destroyed in a recent combat. The only other way is to the other side through the deadly poison zone. It is too dangerous to even go near that area. So it's basically saying this area is like super poisonous. Like you could get through the other area fine with the flamethrower, but this is like no go. You need a gas mask or something. Shop owners' papers. Pretty sure this was the only shop in the actual area. This file is found in the drugstore in Edward City. I underestimated the idea of trying to protect human territory. The plan to clean out the dinosaurs intruding into the city failed. The humans in this world are about to go extinct. We humans should have never laid our hands on the third energy. The military folks still haven't got it. Still don't get it even after all of this. The plan is to fire the third energy missiles in this area of the jungle to wipe the whole area out. They plan to take the third energy data disk to the missile silo in the jungle and input the data into the warhead. The missile is scheduled to strike this area at noon tomorrow. It's either the missile first or just us. Who knows? That's the thing. It's like right near the end of the game, before you get to the proper end with when you're at controlling Regina. That's what you have to do. It basically a 10-minute timer. You got to fend off the giant dinosaur and essentially do a little puzzle with your like stun rod and go up to the missile and push a button and it will stop the missile. You do get the data disk I think right like a bit before I believe, but yeah, that's basically stopping it from blowing everything up. Soldier's papers. It's found on the dead body of a dead soldier in the third energy facility's living storage space. It looks like this is the end for us after surviving all this time and to be killed off by humans. Who are they? Who are they? Those people with the full face helmets and the rider suits. Somehow I managed to escape, but I seem to have dropped the key for this facility. How foolish of me. I can only think on only one place it may be. I must have dropped it somewhere near the spring in the jungle. The spring has a rather fast current considering small size. I must get there quickly or else it might drift away somewhere. The disc I was to deliver to Colonel Mason has been stolen by the helmets. I believe that the data was on some kind of autopsy. And yeah, that's the key. But you have to like when you read this, you do have to go back to this spring and find the key. You'll see it glinting in there, which means this must be like recent. Like he was probably still like about while this happened, because when you go through the stream the first time, it's not there, but only when you pick that up, you go back to the stream, and it's there. So yeah. Storage room items. Inside the military facility in the hardware storage, all instruments and materials will be transferred to the research facility tomorrow, starting next month. An extensive experiment will start relating to the time gate. There just aren't enough computers to save all the data. We may need many computers as we can gather. The Time Gates Revival project has hit a wall against a wall. I hope the experiment will bring about effective measures. Giving all research facility keys to Lieutenant Wolf of the transport team today. The keycards are kept in a box on the wall in this room. Approximately 250 people of the soldiers' families have been moved into the living quarters of Edward City last month, and now it's up to us to revive the time gate. Well, guess what? All them people are dead, because when you get to the city, there's like nothing left. There's like everything's like been killed off, either by them weird helmet guys or the dinosaurs. Superintendent's will. This is right at the end of the game, I believe. Can be located at the facility's entrance of the Habitat Support Facility. I knew I knew it would come. It would all come to this. There's no way humans and dinosaurs could ever coexist. Oh no shit! That was never meant to coexist. But if we sacrifice our lives now, we would leave a chance for the existence of the human race. Oh, yeah, that was good. The irony is that this whole facility, which we've been trapped in, was built to sustain a sustainable environment for the dinosaurs. I am the superintendent of this facility, and I'm the only one left. I don't belong here. There is no future for this world. The children hurt by the dinosaurs has been put inside life support chambers. I trust that the people of the past will take care of them. The life support chambers are almighty. It should be able to heal any wound, no matter how critical it may be. Also, the life support chambers will feed knowledge and teach them about this world. However, the chambers were originally designed for the growth of dinosaurs. Thus, the knowledge fed will be limited to the knowledge of coexisting with the dinosaurs. The tragedy, the tragedy is that the children will eventually lose their speaking abilities, but instead they have been inputted the instincts to protect the dinosaurs. This is where the helmet guys come from. As that's the thing, is like they basically like got brainwashed, essentially, and this is why they don't speak. So these chambers and what they've been teaching them in these chambers basically screwed them. Today I've recorded my message for a man who will definitely come here. With this, I have nothing to regret. Yep, that's the guy that you're playing, because like the super lieutenant is actually his grandfather, I believe. Let's see, support file. Dylan, that's it. For some reason, it's Dylan, the guy that he's playing as. Dylan and Regina. Right, this file cannot be found in game like others, and instead it's already in the player's file at the start, so you get two files. This file contains a few pointers which may help you in the beginning of your mission, especially when you become lost or stuck. Twat, headquarters, that's like twat of all things. Extinction points. When you kill an enemy, you will earn points called extinction points. On this mission, you will buy ammo, weapons, and health recoveries, and other items using these extinction points. It is important and successful mission that extinction points will be earned efficiently. However, extinction points won't do you much good unless you use them. We recommend equipping yourselves with the most powerful weapons whenever possible. Also, you can like recharge your gun ammo. Like I said, you can't find any ammunition. You can only find health keys and notes. Like no ammo in the game, so you can use the points to recharge ammunitions. Combo: when you kill an enemy, points earned will be displayed on the screen. It's a bit like an arcade game, this is. If you succeed in killing additional enemies while the points are being displayed, your credit increase rate will go up. This is called combo. This is an important technique that you should learn to use. This is why there's like almost an infinite enemies in each room, or on each screen. Combat technique: by pressing the R1 button, you can move about in a firing stance. You can even change from target to target by pressing the L1 button while holding down the R1 button. There's also auto aim, by the way. Equipment: the following items will be shared by everyone on the team: health recovery items, key items, extinction points, main and sub weapons, with an exception of a few. During your mission, you may come across these instances where you cannot carry any more health recovery items. In these situations, you should use the unnecessary recovery items, which will make space, allowing you to carry another item. Yeah, it's actually quite handy to know. To be fair, it's like really informative. The third commemoration monument, space-time meteorite. Oh, okay. The third is an object in Dino Crisis 2, and it's in the jungle unknown area 2. Okay, of the overdrive, the end of the Cretaceous. Okay, that's basically it. It's just a note, like a label thing on there. Triceratops file. The rest is just Dino files, it looks like. Can be found in the city outskirts at the Command Street outer perimeter. Three-horned face, 8.5 meters, 3 meters high. Observation record. These are herbivores, and they can be found on the outskirts of the city in the fields. They protect the herd's eggs in herds. They are social dinosaurs. They are very gentle in nature and will not become vicious unless forced to, such as stepping on their eggs. Half a year ago, their attack on the city was unstoppable. A section of the city was completely destroyed. They seemed to remember who harmed them. Ever since then, some of our soldiers had to pay their lives for it. Combat notes. If you dare to fight them, you have already lost the fight. An angry Triceratops is unstoppable. The only thing that will stop it is an even more angry Triceratops. All we can do against them is to use heavy firearms and aim for their nose. Get as far away as possible. Since they have priority for their social lives, they will not come after you if you leave their territory. All you can do is run. That's the thing. Right. There is like I think one scene in it where you can see them in the background, but you do have to fight them when you're in a truck and they are running after you. Tyrannosaurus Rex file. Only 2 more files to go. This is found inside a military base at the military facility entrance. Tyrant Lizard King, 14 meters in length and 4.8 meters high. Observation record. As the name states as well, they are the largest land carnivores of the Cretaceous world. They act upon their hunter instincts and are always on the hunt for prey in order to sustain energy for their gigantic body. And they got tiny arms. What is so special about them is their impeccability. Once they set eyes on its prey, They have a habit of pursuing it. A soldier once reported that he saw one swimming trying to follow its prey, not to mention the savageness. After making a toy of their prey, they will finish it with a lethal bite. Combat notes. No reports have come in with regards into killing the T-Rex. Every military soldier who tried to kill it has died. There are hardly any combat data. We were forced to give an indirect conclusion. We would say that the T-Rex had no real weaknesses. Rumour has it that there was one person who escaped from the incompatible T-Rex case. She was not a soldier, but simply a intelligent personnel, supposedly looking about 20 years old. This is that blonde-haired girl, Dylan's daughter. I think it was like one of the helmets. And you actually, but that's the thing. It's like at the end of the game, it ends on a cliffhanger, and that's basically it. You never know what happens afterwards. Velociraptor. I think it's Velociraptor. Oh, some unlocks things. There are 10 Dino files scattered throughout the game, and if all are collected at the end of the game, the player unlocks the platinum card. I think that doubles the points. A Dino file for the Velociraptor is found in the jungle at the water tower. This is the first Dino file you find, I believe. Meaning Swift Caesar. Length 4.8, height 1.8. Observation records. We originally thought that of dinosaurs were just slow and dumb reptiles. We soon realised it isn't true at all. The Velociraptor proved us all wrong. The claws on each foot is as sharp as a blade. Well, that's the idea of claws. Providing for a powerful slash and making them a killing machine. The long hard tail is used for balance when running at high speeds. However, it's also used as a weapon. Their tail whip is so powerful it can shatter bones. Combat notes. When and if you encounter them, never show your back to them. The moment you start running away, you become prey to them. They got that wrong. You become a prey to them. There we go. No soldiers come back alive running away from them. The basic rule in this world is to fight. The raptors are the most prodigious dinosaurs in the world. They live different flocks in various areas. Their behaviour and endurance is not all similar, but they have one thing in common: speed. They're all fast. It's best not to use heavy weapons. I use shotguns. I basically shotgun everything in the game. It's so easy to get ammo and points. Also, on very rare occasions, they have been encountered of blue raptors reported. Their attacks and toughness say that they're to be ultra raptor level. Go hunt them down if you dare, and claim yourself as a real hunter. Yeah, these like the common enemies that you have to fight. Basically, like the first ones. That's basically it. As all the files on here, I thought there would have been a bit more files. But yeah, that's been it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Neil.fun videos, a video of Neil.fun tomorrow. Possibly not TikTok tonight. I'll probably do one tomorrow, just in case. But yeah, that's been it, and I'll see you guys next time.